Hopper lost his outright lead in Targa Hawke's Bay this afternoon when the throttle body in his Subaru STI sent the engine into limp mode through the first afternoon stage.
Just went to an idle and we just coasted to a stop, and motor's good, but throttle body, clearly something come unplugged or electrical connection, but couldn't find anything. I wiggled everything and eventually turned the motor off and pulled the throttle body off the butterfly, put it back on, turned it on, and it was good as gold. Off we went, but meantime we lost 9 minutes.
That gave the outright lead to Hayden McKenzie in production four-wheel drive.
Our day's been good. Shame about what's happened with Lee, but it's allowed us to come through. So now we're just sort of looking at and conserving our times and not pushing too hard. We don't want a repeat of down south. So we're staying well inside the black stuff and just managing ourselves at the moment.
With Hopper out of contention, the all-comers four-wheel drive lead fell to David Rogers, who trailed McKenzie by just 15 seconds in outright terms. Both Mitsubishis are from the same team, but Rogers concedes they are independent.
No, definitely no team orders. We're independent people who are hiring the services of Dustin and his crew. And we join in together and do things and cooperate as much as we can. Certainly won't be team orders though.
Andrew Sims was well inside the top 10 on the early morning stages, wasn't so lucky on special stage 4.
We just got a wee bit wide and went through a fence. Luckily we think it was a concrete fence, so it exploded. We managed to go do a big donut in the paddock and come back out again and get going again, but yeah, no, the car's a little bit worse for wear, but that's what happens really.
Classic is still the domain of Mark Kirkbernand, but Rob Ryan is now second with another KB, Mark's uncle, veteran Barry, in third. Tony Butler had been swapping stages with Barry and Rob, but some issues with a leaking radiator slipped them down to fourth. For Paddy O'Donnell, getting to the end of his second Targa was pretty special because in his first outing a decade ago, he never finished, writing the Gemini off. Now it's looking like our rally leader is eyeing it off.
Could be our next car for Targa. No, it's a cool old car, and I suppose, look, one thing about Targa, you see some really cool cars in amongst the mix, and that's a really nice presented car. I think it's something to be proud of.
She's not for sale. Not for sale until I've got a lot more experience. I love it. I love driving it. I think it's just great. So no, I don't want to sell it. It's not a Holden Gemini. So it's an Isuzu Gemini. 2017, we endoed it. So into a ditch and over rolled it. Pretty much broke every panel in this, but all the mechanicals was immaculate. So I go and found a nice little body for $800, and we recreated it.
Mike Tubbs has been drifting his production two-wheel drive BMW M2 through the day stages. But Eddie Bell has been quicker in the Mark Cole M3 by just over a minute. While the consensus among the field is day one has been relatively uneventful for the drivers, the same can't be said for many of the co-drivers, several finding the going a bit tough.
Oh, we're halfway through stage and just feeling a little under the weather, and had a bit of a yawn over the dashboard. Yeah, so just getting to work here with a few rags and a bit of warm water. So yeah, we'll see how we go.
Word has it Nick might be swapping roles with the service crew, but either way, Jerry Fryer will be on the start line ready to rumble in the morning when the ultimate road race heads to Turangi and out over the Gentle Annie to Hawke's Bay.